Now, getting in line is my next tip, in general speaking. So if you walk into a room and you just don't know anyone, you're absolutely new to the space, you walk around looking for openings and conversations, you're not really seeing one, rather than going to the corner, which I know is what you want to do, and we're going to talk a little bit later about why corners are just so bad for you. Instead, you want to get in line. Get in line for food, for a drink. I mean, you probably even met people in line for the bathroom, right? Like, here's the thing about lines. People don't show up with all their best friends to get in line, right? They leave their friends waiting over here, and they say, hey, I'm going to go to the bars. They don't want anything. They don't get up 5 people deep, 6 people deep, and walk together. So it's a lot easier to get into these sort of casual conversations in these spaces. So I had this experience the other day. I went to an event in Boston. It was a tech entrepreneur group. I circled the room. I didn't know anyone. They had a little bar with some specialty drinks. I walked around to the bar. I saw a woman waiting for a drink. I asked her what the specialties were and which one she was getting. She started chatting with me about it. I picked a drink. She picked a drink. We started talking about what we did in life. And she said, oh, I'm about to walk back with my friend. Would you like to join me? Right? I didn't know anyone. I walked back with her. Her friend is deep in conversation with 2 people. I sort of ended up talking to one of them. This guy ends up knowing half the room, right? So since then, we've had lunch twice. We're going to co-host a dinner together, a little networking dinner, because he knows a lot of people in this space that I was really new to, so I want to keep engaging with him. If I had just sort of wandered around the room and no one had sort of said hello to me, I would have felt like, what is the point of this? I would have just sat down by myself and made myself look busy, right? First of all, if you have an important phone call, you leave the room. You don't, no one gets on the phone in the middle of like a crowded space to take a call. So if you make yourself unapproachable, then people, won't approach you. So instead, you want to be out in the middle of the room, and by following this practice of, obviously, you got to keep it upbeat. You can't walk up to the buffet line and say, oh my God, there's no vegan options, which is a totally legitimate thing, But the person you're talking to might be the person who actually ordered the food, and if you approach them differently and educated them a little bit, then maybe they would have vegan, gluten-free, vegetarian, carnivore, or whatever, right, that you were missing. So it's about sort of keeping that upbeat, but also realizing that you can start these small conversations with anything. My other moment that I remember someone went by with a tray of food at this event where I didn't know anyone, and I'm staring at the tray, like, I can't figure out what this is, and then I realized across the tray that there was another person, this black woman, who was also not in the majority in that space. This is Boston, so that we all understand that. And she's also squinting the space, and so as it passes, I just sort of step up to her and I go, what do you think that was? Next thing you know, we're fast friends, right? That's all it takes, is that little bit of an opening.